The CPL range of van-mounted access platforms were the first fully type-approved van mounts in the UK and are supported by the vehicle manufacturer as approved conversions. This video will show you the correct procedure for safe setup and deployment, correct and safe operation of the controls and emergency recovery procedures. Safe setup and deployment. On arrival at site, make sure you check your surroundings for any hazards, including ground conditions, and deploy any roadworks, guarding, and health and safety equipment as necessary. Once satisfied from the cabin, ensure the handbrake is fully engaged, then engage the PTO and any necessary beacons from the console on the dash. If you lower the handbrake while the engine is running and the PTO engaged, you will hear a warning buzzer on vehicles fitted with outriggers. On the units with no outriggers, PTO will automatically disengage. Depending upon the specific model and configuration, you will proceed to deploy the legs from the basket, deploy the legs from the cab, or deploy the wheel chocks before moving to the basket. Once in the basket, ensure the bar is correctly closed. Connect your harness to the anchor loops provided. Before deploying the basket, ensure that the basket controls have the amber light to show the outriggers are unstowed, and the two green lights to show you have ground contact with these outriggers. All of our machines are equipped with an engine start-stop control, an emergency stop button, which must be twisted to release after pressing, and a basket trim function. Once settled and all functions appear in order, check your surroundings again to make sure that you're safe to deploy the boom. Our latest control box is designed for two-handed operation, emphasizing safety. It allows the operator to select a function and then control speed using the throttle joystick. All machines are equipped with a tilt sensor and an audible alarm. If triggered, retract the boom and double-check the setup. It's the responsibility of the operator to carry out a full risk assessment before and during use of the machine at each site. In case an emergency procedure is required, these are the main emergency functions. In the basket, you can use the emergency battery function in 30-second blasts to recover yourself to ground level. The lower controls can be made available by switching the system from upper to lower controls. The control box has a master control button which must be engaged with the function controls. This control box also has an emergency stop button, engine start-stop, and an emergency battery function. It also has the emergency override function, allowing you to override the basket control system and the boom limitation system to enable ground staff to recover their colleague fully. In the unlikely event the regular systems fail, you can manually override the hydraulic controls from within the valve block within the vehicle. Please refer to the manual for correct operation of the hydraulic controls. Our platform range offers numerous bespoke industry-specific options, such as internal ladder storage for telecoms and utility markets, and basket tool trays for street lighting and telecommunications. Additional options include roof beacons, polyflooring and lining, spreader pads, reversing cameras, and both van and basket 110-volt socket options. The CPL Van Mounted Access Platform range covers booms ranging from 9 meters to 15 meters working height. These platforms are fully type-approved and come in standard van configurations, as well as cut alternatives to optimize payload in the 3.5-ton segment.